Your cat has been trying to tell you something, not with a sound, not with a movement you'd notice, something quieter than that. And once you understand what it is, you'll think about every moment you've shared with them differently. There are three things your cat does that scientists call involuntary, completely beyond their control. Pure, unfiltered emotion written in their body. I'll tell you what they are. But there's something else I need to show you first. Something hiding in a moment you've already lived 100 times. Picture this. You're on the couch, half present, the weight of the day still sitting on you, and something makes you look up. Your cat is across the room, completely still, watching you. Your first thought is food, probably, so you look away. But here's what you just missed. If your cat's eyes slowly closed while they held your gaze and then opened again, that was a kiss. Researchers in the UK spent years studying feline communication, and what they found stopped them cold. Wild cats never do this. Shelter cats almost never do it, not even with the staff who care for them every day. This one gesture only surfaces in a single emotional state: complete safety. Think about what it means to close your eyes in the wild. For a fraction of a second, you're blind, completely open, trusting another living creature to hold the world still while you can't see it. Your cat just did that. For you. And it goes further. When you close your eyes back at them, slowly and deliberately, their stress hormones measurably drop. The body responds before the mind can. That's not a behavioral quirk. That's a biological reaction to feeling deeply, completely understood. Cats do this with their favorite person up to 3 times more than with anyone else in the house. Not the person who feeds them most. Not whoever's home longest. You. Tonight, when you catch them watching, don't look away. Close your eyes. Let them know you see them too. Your cat is asleep on their back. Paws loose. Belly soft and open. And you think adorable. Maybe you reach for that belly and they're gone in an instant. Rolled over. Done. Most people read that as attitude, a little cat arrogance. But that flinch is millions of years old. The belly is where every vital organ lives. In nature, one exposed second in that position could be the last. Even in the safety of your home, that instinct doesn't disappear. It waits, which is why what comes next means so much. When your cat chooses to fall into deep sleep, belly fully exposed, while you're in the room, that's not comfort, that's surrender. Researchers at the University of Bristol found that cats only reach this position around humans they've genuinely bonded with. Not liked, not tolerated, bonded with. A cat can share your home for years and never once sleep this way around you. And when they do, they often enter their deepest sleep phase, the one where dreams happen. They chose to be completely defenseless in your presence, knowing you were there. Let that sit for a moment. If you're seeing your cat differently already, stay with me. What's coming next surprised researchers who had studied cats for decades. Watch your cat with someone they've just met. Maybe a cheek rub against their leg. A cautious sniff, polite, distant. Now think about a quiet evening with you. No food, no toy, no reason. And your cat walks over and presses their forehead to yours. Most people smile and move on. They have no idea what just happened. The glands on a cat's forehead aren't the same as the ones on their cheeks. Cheek glands mark territory. Forehead glands mark family. The pheromones released in that moment are specifically used to signal permanent belonging. In feral cat colonies, forehead bunting only happens between cats who've known each other since birth, or cats fully accepted into the core group. Not the outer circle, the core. Your cat just placed you there. And notice when it happens. Never during feeding, never mid-play, always in the quiet, when nothing is needed, when the only reason to come to you is you. Your cat starts grooming themselves. You've seen this 1,000 times, but look closer. They pause and look directly at you. Then continue. Pause. Look at you again. That pause, that eye contact in the middle of their most private routine is an invitation. In multi-cat households, mutual grooming is reserved exclusively for deeply bonded pairs. When a cat grooms themselves while watching you, they're pulling you into that same circle without needing to touch you. Behavior researchers call it demonstration grooming, and it only surfaces with cats they've accepted as their own. Pay attention to when it happens. Right after you walk through the door, right after you wake up, right after any time apart, they're reestablishing something, quietly, deliberately, through the most intimate routine they have. There's a version of following that most cat owners know. They trail behind you because dinner's late, or because something caught their curiosity. And then there's this version. Your cat moves when you move, room to room, in complete silence. No meowing, no nudging. Not asking for a single thing. Just there. Oregon State University researchers found that cats develop attachment styles almost identical to human children. Secure, anxious, avoidant. And this, the silent migration, is what a securely attached cat looks like. They don't need anything from you in this moment. Your presence itself is the destination. They'll settle in a corner of whichever room you're in, watching, resting, existing near you. Cats in multi-person households often shadow only one person, not based on who feeds them, not based on who plays with them, based on something quieter, who makes their nervous system settle. Trying if that shadow's following you, you already know which one you are. I need to stop here, because there's something most cat owners get completely wrong, and it might be happening in your house right now. Your cat sits on your laptop, your open book, the shirt you just pulled off, and you move them every time. A little frustrated, maybe even confused. Why this? Why always right here? Here's what nobody tells you. Your cat has scent glands across their entire body. When they press themselves into your belongings, they're blending their scent with yours. And in the world of cat social behavior, this act of scent merging is reserved for one group only: colony members, not visitors, not acquaintances, the cats they live and die beside. When they choose your warm laptop over the empty chair beside it, when they curl into the shirt that still holds your smell, they're not being inconvenient. They're saying we are the same. What is yours is ours. We belong to each other. And if they hold eye contact while they do it, that look isn't smug. It's something closer to pride. Think about the last time you moved them. Think about what they were actually trying to say. Now, the first of those involuntary responses I mentioned at the beginning. Your cat walks toward you, tail held high, but with the very tip curved into a soft question mark. You've probably seen it. Maybe never thought about it. University of Pennsylvania research confirmed it can't be manufactured. The question mark tail is an automatic physical response to genuine emotional connection. Like the way a real laugh moves the whole face, not just the mouth. Now, you can't decide to do it. It just happens. Watch for it during reunions, when you wake up, when you come home, and ask yourself, do they do it for everyone who walks through the door? Or just when they see you? The second involuntary response, and one of the most intimate things a cat can share with another living being. Your cat settles on you and starts kneading, that slow, rhythmic pressing of their paws. It comes from the very first days of their life. The motion used to bring milk from their mother. The deepest comfort they've ever known. Adult cats carry that motion forward. But it doesn't go to everyone. Veterinary behaviorists have documented cats living with the same person for years, never once kneading on them, while kneading immediately on someone else in the household. Feeding has nothing to do with it. Presence has nothing to do with it. Something older than logic makes the choice. And when it happens, their brain releases endorphins, measurable, real. They are experiencing chemical happiness. Because of you. Because of your presence. Because something in them decided, without permission, without reason, that you are safe. Tomorrow morning, the moment you wake up, listen. Not for a meow. for something softer, a rolling musical sound, a trill. Mother cats use it with newborn kittens. Bonded adult cats use it with each other. Acoustic researchers have found that each cat's trill is completely unique, like a vocal fingerprint. And many cats develop a specific variation of that trill used exclusively for their chosen person, a greeting that belongs to you and no one else. If your cat trills at you when you first open your eyes, they're not asking for food. They're not asking for anything. They're just relieved. You were gone all night, and now you're back. And something in them needed to say so. True closeness between a cat and the person they've chosen eventually stops needing words. Cats developed meowing as a translation tool, a way to reach beings who can't read their silence. But with the person they trust most, the translation falls away. Cornell University's Feline Health Center found that securely bonded cats actually vocalize less in calm moments, not more, because something more precise takes over. A glance, a slow blink, a barely there shift in posture, and it carries everything. This silent language only grows between a cat and one, maybe two, humans in their entire lifetime. If you and your cat can sit in a room together, completely quiet, and it doesn't feel like absence, that is the bond. That silence is the deepest thing they know how to offer. 2 a.m. Something touches your face. Featherlight. You open your eyes. Your cat is there, looking at you. Not meowing, not restless. Just checking. And then they settle back down, close to you, quiet again. This behavior, nocturnal wellness checking, only develops in cats who have formed a protective attachment. Studies of multi-cat households show cats do this for sick colony members, for elderly ones, for the ones they've decided they're responsible for. When they do it for you, that's the category you're in. Someone they feel accountable for. Someone whose breathing they want to confirm. The paw is gentle enough not to wake you, but present enough to know you're okay. This takes years to develop, and it only ever goes to one person. At the very beginning, I told you your cat was saying something. Not with sound, not with movement you'd catch. Let me show you what I meant. Researchers at Tokyo University found that cats distinguish their owner's voice from a stranger's with 90% accuracy, but it doesn't stop at voices. Your cat knows the specific weight of your footstep, the exact pitch of your key in the lock, the particular rhythm of your breathing when you've fallen asleep. They respond to those things differently than to anyone else. Before the door opens, they're already moving toward it. Something shifts in them. You exist in their mind when you're not in the room. Not as a food source, not as a habit, as a specific someone recognized, held on to, returned to. A creature who cannot speak your name has found 100 other ways to say it. The slow blink across the room, the question mark tail their body makes without thinking, the gentle check at 2 a.m. to make sure you're still breathing. They didn't choose you because you were convenient. They didn't bond with you because they had to. Somewhere in the quiet accumulation of ordinary days, they just decided. You. And everything since then has been them trying to show you. In the only language they have. Most people share a home with a cat for years and never realize how much is being said to them. Now you know the language, the blink that means safety, the tail that cannot lie, the 2 a.m. paw that means someone is watching over you. These were never small moments. They were the biggest ones. You just needed someone to translate. Now, if this changed something for you, even slightly, subscribe. Every week we go deeper into the bond between cats and the humans they choose. Most owners never get this far. You just did.